to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
Razabani IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. With me, the real Viddal, Riley. Viddal, how are we doing?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm excited for the weekend. I just listen. I'm excited for the weekend, bro. I ain't even got no words.
Viddal, you know what? I've been at all your fights since you turned over, right? Except some of the ones in America. And one thing I've realised is, you know, when the opponent gives it, your mood changes. You laugh more and you smile more.
Yeah.
And is that your way of saying, you know what, I'm up for this?
Yeah, because I'm not tense, bro. Like I'm not a tense person. No one's gonna make me tense. Yeah, I've had a camp where I can prepare for you. I've watched you. I've watched myself. I scrutinise myself more than I scrutinise the opponent, because I'm the only person that can beat me. So I watch how I could potentially beat myself. We clean it up. And then when we get someone talking who I know is way far off the mark, all I can do is laugh. I can't take it serious. It's not a serious threat. It's like a toddler trying to attack a man. You just laugh them off. Do you know what I mean? That's how I feel. That's why I laugh, because I'm like, this ain't no real attack. This ain't no real threat. He's just chatting. He looked good in the suit though. He looked good in the three-piece. But that's probably the best he's going to be looking all week, because he ain't going to look good on Saturday. I'll tell you that.
Do forgive me, I can't remember the opponent of your last fight in Manchester, but I remember being there, and even the face-off, he was on it. It's like he wanted to punch you there and then, and Nice brings that same energy.
I love it. I love it. This is what I'm here for. This is what people understand. I'm a fighter. Yeah, I got socials. Yeah, I do these things. I drink Prime. All of that cool. But I'm a fighter. And when it comes to throwing hands, I'm throwing them. So Saturday we're going to throw him. Man will land. He may land a few. But whatever he lands won't be like mine. He'll reach his demise.
Is that your response? When you get people like that, is your response laugh, smile, and say, you know what, I'm up for it, rather than giving it back and rather than being cocky and hyping up even more?
I'm me, innit? I understand that boxing is a business. I understand that, you know, certain things need to be pushed and stuff like that, but I feel like my natural self is enough. And I've proven that with the platform and the following that I have, that me being me is enough. I've proven it. I don't need to put on a facade. I don't need to put on no character. I just remain me, and Viddal's dangerous. Viddal's enough.
Apparently, you blow from round 2 onwards, and apparently you have to beat him in the first round or you're getting knocked out.
Toughest opponent yet, but we'll see what made of. We know how much you want to get your hands on that.
Sorry.
This is
yeah, that's what he said.
Is he your toughest opponent to date?
No. I keep saying this. He's not my toughest opponent. I know he's saying, oh, this one had little notice. This one had little notice. I'm glad he thinks he needs 7 weeks. I'm glad he knows he needs 7 weeks. Because as I said, if I got the notice he got to fight me, and someone said, yo, you got 2 weeks, you got to prepare for a knee start, I would have taken the 2 weeks and I would have smoked him the same way. I don't need 7 weeks, but I'm glad he knows he needs the 7. Give himself the best possible chance.
Is this fight the right fight for your preparation to propel you to that next phase?
Yeah, for sure. I think this is the fight that solidifies me as one of the best in the country. I know my opponents don't match those of the best in the country, but I mean, when you watch skill for skill, you watch me in the ropes, you watch the potential of what I can do. You will see that this guy is one of the best cruiserweights around. He is. And Aniz is the perfect opponent for me to demonstrate my skill, and he's the perfect opponent to beat up.
Boxer and Sky have a great stable of cruiserweights. Lawrence Okoli just recently joined. We've got Riakpo, Billam Smith, Lawal, Chamberlain fights on Sky as well. So you're almost like on the right platform. And I've said to Ben Shalom, I said, would you ever considering a kind of a cruiserweight tournament? Would that excite you? Would that something you get involved in? Or
no, I don't know about all the tournaments and all of that right now. What I know about is Aniz. I know about Aniz Taj. That's what I know about. And you'll see Saturday. We'll deal with that, and then we'll progress accordingly. But all the top guys at the top, I got respect for them. They got respect for me. I will approach them as I approach them. But Aniz comes first. 3-piece suit Aniz is first.
How many fights this year?
As many as it takes to get a belt. I won a belt this year. I had a lot of things flying around as an amateur, a lot of trophies and stuff like that. Now it's time to get a little pro something, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it, and I'm going to prove that on Saturday that I'm ready for it.
You know I can't let you go without asking you about the fight taking place later this month. Now Jake Paul has arrived in Saudi Arabia. Tommy Fury has not arrived. He's not participating in the kind of the press events. But number one, are you confident that he shows up?
I think he will fight. My gut tells me that he will fight. He didn't turn up to Saudi because he said he's training or something. So he obviously is another guy that knows that he needs the extra sessions. And he's new. He needed the extra sessions. For me, Tommy knows he needs the extra sessions for Jake. But I think Jake wins on points. Long story short, I think Jake wins on points.
Wow.
Well, you don't think that?
I think it's a good fight. I think it's 50.
Jake wins on points. I don't really, nothing else really, I think. But I do think Jake gets some points.
Well, you come from that YouTube world. Let me ask you hypothetically, if Jake was to lose, is that case of fight, it's still there, but is it as big?
Oh, the one with JJ? Yeah. I still think that would be one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time. Regardless of Jake loses or not, it's a storyline that's been built. And I think people rather see that than see JJ and Tommy Fury, even though it's like, all right, you beat the man that beat the man. We don't want to see that.
Do you have to put respect on Jake Paul's name if he wins?
I already have respect on Jake Paul's name.
From the perspective that he's beaten an actual boxer.
Oh, yeah. I would say fair enough, because he's progressing at how he should progress. Do you know what I mean? Like, he didn't start off a boxer. So if you fight an MMA guy, you fight a better MMA guy, and then one that got better hands, and then a boxer, and not the best, but a boxer, and you beat him, you can't frown at that. You can't critique that. You can't hate on that. He's progressing at a perfect pace, and he knows he got Tommy. He got something over Tommy. So yeah, Jake, he would deserve the respect, and no one should belittle his achievement, even if Tommy doesn't perform. That's not his fault. He chose to fight a boxer. He wins. That's it.
KSI, would you want to see him with Woodley next or Fournier?
Fournier, WBA international champion, I believe he was. We've never seen anyone from the YouTube realm fight someone that had a professional belt in boxing. So for him to have that over his rival, I want that for him.
We have this cliche in boxing where they say you don't play boxing. You know, we have critics talk about Misfits and stuff like that, and you know, I know it's a different audience and for different people. But what have you made of the kind of the tag team stuff that's going to be taking place soon?
I'm not going to lie, I'm really intrigued to see it. But I just hope everyone is safe, man. I always say the same thing, but I genuinely, they call themselves Misfits for a reason. They're not trying to fit in. They're not trying to be like anyone. This definitely is nothing like anything we've ever seen before. But as long as the guys are safe, let them do their thing.
And I think that some of the critics coming from the boxing side to say that WWE is fake and they do all of this stuff. You know, you're not wearing head guards. You're actually getting punched in the face. These are people who are not built for this kind of thing. And yes, it makes money. Yes, it brings an audience, but it's very dangerous for them.
I did see a thing about new fighters wearing bigger gloves. They're trying their best to put every safety measure in place that they can. Obviously, someone getting hit in the head, the human ain't designed to get banged in the head, so it's going to be a mad thing. But they are trying their best to put safety guidelines in place for the fighters. So with that being said, let's hope it's all blessed and it's good.
Viddal, wish you all the best on Saturday night, and I will catch up with you after the fight.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Viddal Riley, IFL TV, thank you very much.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.